Good morning, all. Here I want to share several points of structuralism in discourse analysis. Structuralism is an intellectual current and methodological approach primarily in the social science that interprets elements of human culture by way of their relationship to a broader system. It works to uncover the structural patterns that underline all the things that humans do, think, perceive, and feel. Alternatively, as summarized by philosopher Simon Blackburn, structuralism is the belief that phenomena of human life are not intelligible except through their interrelations. Those relations constitute as a structure, and behind local variations in the surface phenomena there are constant laws of abstract structure. Structuralism in Europe developed in 28th century, mainly in France and the Russian Empire. In the structural linguistics of Ferdinand and the subsequent Prague, Moscow, and Copenhagen schools of linguistics as an intellectual movement, structuralism emerged in opposition existentialism. After World War II, an array of scholars in the humanities borrow socialist concepts for use in their respective fields. French anthropologist Claude Lévi-Strauss was arguably the first such scholars, sparking a widespread interest in structuralism. The structuralism's mode of reasoning has since been applied in a range of fields, including anthropology, sociology, psychology, literary criticism, economism, and architecture. Along with Levi-Strauss, the most preeminent thinkers associated with structuralism, including linguistic Roman Jacobs and psychological Jacques Lacan. Next, let's move to post-structuralism. It's a philosophical movement that challenges the ideas of structuralism. It is a way of thinking that questions the stability of knowledge and truth. Urgent post-structuralism emerged in the 1916s and 1970s. It is a reaction against structuralism, which was first developed by Ferdinand de Saussure in linguistics. It is associated with the work of Jacques, Michael Foucault, and Julian. Post-structuralism offers a new perspective on language, culture, and identity in the social change. It also used in international relations theory to challenge, accept, truth, and belief. Third, speech act theory is a theory that explains how words are used to perform actions and convey information. It is a subfield of pragmatics and is influential in linguistics, communications, and philosophy of language. Origin of speech acts theory. Augustine created the theory and Scarlett further developed it. Components of speech act. Locutionary acts, the act of uttering a sentence with meaning. Illocutionary act, the act of performing functions with force such as warming. Perlocutionary act, the act of achieving of an effect such as frightening someone. Type of speech acts. Commissives commit the speaker to course of action such as promise and intentions. Declarative state of fact. Representative based on fact. Directive give directions. Expressive give an opinion. The last one is pragmatics. In linguistics and related fields, pragmatics is the study of how context contributes to meaning. The field of study evaluates how human language is utilized in the social interactions, as well as the relations between the interpreter and the interpreted. Linguists who specialize in the pragmatics are called pragmaticians. The field has been represented since 1986 by the International Pragmatics Association. Thank you, that's all for me.